You guys fuck with Discada? For all you, a Discada is just a bunch of meat thrown into a Mexican wok. We're gonna start with our bacon. The first time I had this was actually with a bunch of friends. I've never had it before that, but it all really contains kind of the same ingredients. Bacon, chorizo, hot dogs, hamburger meat. Oh fuck, I'm becoming. We're gonna chop these up into small pieces. Guys, how was your day? I got off for work early today, so that was pretty cool. Hell yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put this into the disco. Assistant, give him a disco view. Hell yeah. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the meat and make sure that it doesn't burn. The next thing we're gonna add is some weenies. These are pretty huge weenies, so you gotta be careful with how many you add. We have about 20 here, which is about average for your mom's day. Flop them out. Hell yeah. For these, we're gonna go ahead and cut them in half, and then we're gonna cut them into slices. Hell yeah. We're also gonna add this chode of bologna. Ew, why does it look like that? Bologna's just a big ass hot dog, isn't it? Look at that, it is. You, the guys who told you to not worry about. The bologna, I wanna cut it about the same size. Do that, we need to get it into a dog shape. God damn, this is girthy. And then we just chop this kind of small. Hell yeah. All right, we got this chopped up. Assistant, give him a top down view. God damn, that's a lot of processed meat. All right, let's go check on our bacon. Our bacon's looking pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and take it out. Make sure to leave all that bacon fat in here. And then we're just gonna keep it on the side. We're gonna just dump everything in at the end so it can reheat, but we don't wanna overcook everything. We got the meat taken out. We're gonna go ahead and put in the rest of this shit. Assistant, give him a top down view. Hell yeah. We're gonna just make sure that it all gets crisped up a little bit. Next thing we're gonna prep up is our vegetables. I got some onion here. Take off the chonies. But the onion, I'm cutting it pretty thin. Hopefully you can see that. Hell yeah. This is the one time that onion isn't making me cry, and it's because I'm being a fucking nice person. And I fucking hate it. I want to be a bad guy. Unless someone wants to change me. Hell yeah. The last thing we need is some motherfucking jalapenos, baby. My fault. I thought I had more jalapenos. This is only a single jalapeno. In the grand scheme of what? Hell yeah. Assistant, give him a top down view. Psych pussy. So these are our hot dogs right now. Gonna go ahead and take them out. We're adding the chorizo next. I'm using the caca method here. Hell yeah. We got our chorizo in there. As you can see, I ate a lot of fiber. Just a little bit of salt on top. I want to be careful with the salt because I know that the hot dogs are salty, the bologna is salty, the bacon is salty, and your mom is salty because I don't fuck her anymore. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm straining out this chorizo. There's going to be a lot of fat in here, and I want to keep that in here when I'm cooking the beef. So we're going to go ahead and add the onions and the jalapenos. We're just going to saute this a little bit. Make sure they wilt down, and then we're gonna add our beef. We're gonna add some salt to this. The hamburger, we're only putting in a couple chunks at a time so that we don't steam it all up. When I'm making this quantity of stuff, I wanna put a layer of salt, then put more meat, and then salt again. Next thing I'm gonna add is some lime in here. This is gonna give it some acidity. It doesn't taste like shit. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add everything back into the thing. Hell yeah. All right, we got it all done. Assistant, give him a top down view. Hell yeah. All right, let's plate it up. Got a tortilla here. Some of the discada. Just some onion. Cilantro. Oh yeah.